I've got a little time to spare. I'm waiting for someone to turn up to collect something, but I've got a feeling that they probably won't turn up. I'm finding I'm coming across this more and more lately. People are so unreliable. They have got they haven't the social graces, decency or manners to acknowledge, ring you up or what have you. I'll give you an example. The boat I had before the present one, Doris, I put up for sale, and I had several people that just didn't turn up, so forth. One guy was coming from a distance, and he said, I can only make it on this day. And bearing in mind we're governed by a timetable, you know, it's only a 3-hour window to get in and out if he wanted a trial. So I end up going down the creek, gave the guy instructions how to get there. Well, the tide came in and the tide went out and he never turned up, which I was a bit peeved about, to be honest. And you know, I left it a couple of days and I rang the guy up and I said, you're supposed to meet me down the creek to view the boat. Oh, he said, I'm sorry. He says, my car broke down. Oh, I said, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, did your phone break down as well? And he hung up on me. Oh, charming. You know. And I'm coming across this more and more. People just aren't, their words don't mean anything anymore, you know. If I say I'm going to be somewhere at some time, or I'm going to do something for somebody, I will do it, even if it costs me, because I've said so, because I put value to what I've said. But people are just so shallow nowadays. And the sad thing is, this has a reflection or colours the way you deal with people. You take a look at adverts on eBay. No time wasters. Really? Well, do we deliberately go out of our way to waste time? It's a double-edged sword. How about the person advertising? When you get there and it's nothing like the picture. I haven't described it fairly and straight, and you don't want it. So who's doing the time wasting now? It really annoys me because of the nature of, I'm just cleaning the heads of this, by the way, due to the nature of the things I do and being reasonably handy, I get lots of people, can I make them this, can I make them that? They're in desperate need for something. Well, I'm getting less and less inclined to want to. I've made things in the past and I've contacted them and they don't turn up. You could say, well, I should charge a deposit and say, hang on, I don't want to deal with people that way. If I'm so mercenary and so, if that's the way things are, I don't want to do work for those sort of people. But there's more and more and more of them. It upsets me, to be honest. And we've always had the no-opers, but they seem to be breeding more and more nowadays. But there we go. Oh, I've just cleaned that, haven't I? Yeah. What are you playing up at? Go on, get in. Thank you. That's the cleaner. I tried to record on one of those once. They don't work too good, you know. Back to me moan. Well, it's not really a moan. It's. I can assure you, it's not. I'm not getting senile or some old guy getting bitter and blah 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 blah. It is an observation, and it is a fact of the times. And as I said, it reflects on how you deal with people. So, you know, people have got no one to blame but themselves. It's a great shame. It's all back to the please, thank you, and decent manners. I've recently joined Freecycle, which I think is a good thing. It's an opportunity being a handy sort of bloke, to pick things up that people can't fix, and so I can get supplies, and at the same time offer these out to other people, because not everyone can afford to buy new. So it's putting something back into the pot, you know. But again, people just don't turn up. If you see a wanted and you leave and I've had this quite a lot, you leave an email, I have such and such a thing, if it's any good to you, you're more than welcome. But you don't hear any more. They don't send you an email back saying, well, thank you very much, we've got one now, or it isn't quite what you want, but thanks, all of that. Nothing. It makes you wonder why you want to bother, you know. As I said, it really does colour your outlook on things. I think I've made my point. If you Sorry for the break. I just had the front door bell go. I thought the guy is going to turn up, and it was just a postman. So there's another case, or an example. It's just basic, decent manners to treat people as you would like them to treat you. And unless more people are prepared to adopt that attitude, we're ending up with the status quo we've got today. Right, I'm off fishing. Blow 'em all.